found Bitcoin. Check out this video so you don't mess up, get hacked, and lose your Bitcoin, okay? Pay attention! The first and most important tip is to never use shady software. And I know, folks, I know that a lot of people don't understand code, don't even know how to open the terminal, but you want the ease of just clicking, right? You click there and it just works, but trust me, it won't work. Or worse, it might work, but it won't work for you. The hacker will use your computer. Your computer will find the Bitcoin, and in the end, you won't see a single cent of that Bitcoin because the hacker will take it all for themselves. All because you didn't know what you were doing. Did you download it? The program, you thought the program was clean and ran it. Here on our GitHub, we have a variety of codes. There's code in JavaScript, there's code in Go. All the codes are pretty simple for you to understand. In addition to being explained line by line in the videos, we have a Facebook group where people comment, people make pull requests. Everyone here is keeping an eye on this code, so we're sure that this code isn't shady because we created it. We analyze the libraries and the team checks it in a profiler to see if it's not creating processes. So it's much better to use a code that might be a little less efficient, that might take a bit more work for you to run, but you'll be sure of what you're running. If you're running our code here from the channel, you'll see that after it finds a wallet, it prints it out for you. The IF is the format you're going to use to input in Electron C. This is the private key in hexadecimal, and Electron doesn't accept this format. This is the IF format that you'll need to input there to redeem your Bitcoins. Now folks, it's very important, okay? If you're using software from our channel, it will already show you an IF. If you're using another software that only gives you the private key, don't use a website or a tool that you don't know. So don't convert the IF, okay? I want to show you something here. I'm going to look for it here in Google, convert private key to IF, okay? And I'm going to take this first site here where you can enter your key and it converts it to the IF. And what am I going to do? I'm going to do the following. I'm going to open Inspect Element Network and look at what I want to show you. I'm going to come here to the puzzle site. I'm going to take any key, okay? I'm going to copy it and generate its IF. When I click here, it will automatically generate the Wi-Fi, but it will make this little call, the Wi-Fi PHP, where it's sending your private key that you copied there to its server, okay? So there are a lot of crocodiles out there. In this field, be careful, otherwise they will eat your Bitcoin. If you want, we have a tool here from the channel over on our GitHub called BTC Wi-Fi. It has a very simple file. See, you enter your key here, and obviously with the internet turned off, you can generate the Wi-Fi without any danger in the comfort of your home, okay? You're going to need this. If you're running our channel's code, you won't need it. You'll already have the Wi-Fi. I've already mentioned this to you, but it's always good to remind, right? If you can, run it offline. Even if your computer is messed up or the software you're running is messed up, there's no way to work magic, okay? It would have to be something very sophisticated that could connect to the internet, send and turn off, but that doesn't exist. At least not yet to find Bitcoin, only at the level of attacks between governments and entities. In our case here, if you go offline, you significantly reduce the chance of someone stealing your found key. And then, when you find the key, you transfer it to a clean computer, and there you execute the procedure. And what's the procedure, folks? I'm here with Electron. It already has a wallet that I imported. So, I'm going to come here and I'm going to delete what I find, yes. I deleted it. When I start Electron again, it will already start fresh, see? It will say something like, the file doesn't exist. Press next to create. Okay, let's create a wallet. We're going to choose the last option, import Bitcoin from private key, since we've already found the private key. Now we want to import it from the private key. We're going to click next, and it will open this little box here. Then we're going to copy our Wi-Fi that we found from the key, or that we converted securely, and we're going to put it inside this little box here. Once we put it inside this little box here, the next button will be enabled if the format is correct. You're going to click next, and it will ask for a password. You can choose to enter one or not. And in a few seconds, it will update and show you the wallet here. This wallet here is from 2015. It was found and redeemed at the moment it was discovered. It's a wallet that's very easy to find. So far, folks, there's not much mystery, all right? He did everything according to the protocol. He did it securely, used clean software, and avoided any shady software. He did everything right, offline. Did you convert the Wi-Fi correctly? So far, we've done the basics, okay? You converted the Wi-Fi correctly, used clean software, avoided any shady software, ran it offline, and converted everything. Your found Bitcoins are in Electron. So, the first thing you're going to do is transfer it to a secure 256-bit wallet, because if someone else discovers that wallet, the one you're also looking for, they will be able to take it from you. Is the Bitcoin okay? So you want to transfer it to a secure wallet, and from there you can sell it to an exchange. You can do whatever you want with that Bitcoin. Now here's the thing. If you want to take the blue pill, the video is over for you. All right, close the little YouTube window and go to sleep peacefully. If you want to take the red pill, I'm going to show you how deep the whale's hole goes. This is a post from a forum called Bitcoin Talk, where people discuss exactly these topics. More deep into the world of Bitcoin, all right? And here I'm not going to read the whole post, but what he's saying, if I want to, unfortunately, if someone finds the wallet with 66, when they go to make a transaction, the public key will become available. And there's an algorithm called Polar Kangaroo, which through the public key, if the private key is relatively small, can find that private key in a matter of seconds. So what happens to find the 66 key the way we're doing it here, the way everyone is doing it, because no one knows what the public key is yet? It takes a long time. So much so that no one has found it. I hope that some lucky person from the channel finds that key. But after you find that 66 key, when you go to transfer it, the public key will become available before your transaction is complete. So theoretically, someone could use a bot attack that just waits for that first transaction from the wallet. As soon as that transaction arrives, this bot grabs the public key, runs it through the Kangaroo algorithm, unlocks it, finds the private key, and sends another transaction with a higher fee than yours. All of this happens before the block is created and the transaction is confirmed. And in the end, the one who will get the Bitcoin will be the bot, not you. All of this here, folks, is just theory. We still don't know in practice if it's going to happen. I asked the EPT chat if this could happen. And I also asked Claude 3.5 if this could happen. Both said it could happen with a 66 key. With a 256 key, it's practically impossible. Here we have another comment saying that if you're looking from 100 onwards, you can relax because the key is already so large that this type of attack becomes unfeasible. So you have a few options to consider here, all right? The first option is, instead of looking for 66, 67, 68, you look for 100, 101, 102, and from there, that's it. They are much harder wallets because instead of 66 bits, it has 100 bits. So you'll have a much lower chance of finding it. If you decide to adopt this strategy, another thing you can do is keep looking for the 66 wallet. And that's what I'm going to do, right? And if I find it, I'll say, you know what, I'm going to transfer it just in case a bot steals it from me or steals it from whoever finds the 66 wallet. At least this serves as a warning for anyone who is searching. I know, folks, it's really disappointing. Imagine you find 6.6 Bitcoins and a bot comes and steals them from you. This is what I'm saying here. It's a personal decision, okay? I'm not recommending that you do this. Since I don't need these Bitcoins from me, it's going to be much more about the joy of finding them, right? Imagine me making a video saying what I found, telling the whole story. So, I would make that decision to take the risk. It could be that nothing happens, or it could be that a bot will steal from me, but once the first person does this, others will already know that this isn't a viable option. And I asked my friend GPT, right? What could be the possible solutions to this problem? Some of the things he said here have nothing to do with it, but I think the best solution, robust solution, which you really can't avoid, is this one. Look, direct contact. You find a miner who is close to your house, and then you talk to him, explain your situation, and say, look, I have this transaction here to do. If you do it for me without broadcasting it on the network, I'll give you, I don't know, 1 Bitcoin. So you found 6.6, you're going to give 1 to the miner, and you'll still have 5.6 left. So you're still good. So I asked him, which are the 3 miners that could help me? And he gave me these: Ant Pool, F2 Pool, Slush Pool. So you can come here to them, see if there's a contact email or something like that, and try to talk to someone there. To be able to include your transaction in the block, how is this done? Every time you make a transaction, you broadcast it, meaning the whole network knows about the transaction. That's why there's a risk, because you're going to send the public key, and the whole network will know about the public key. If you set up a deal with the miner, what will he do? He will keep your transaction there without telling anyone, and when he goes to mine a block, he will include your transaction, and by then it will be too late. Once the public key is revealed, your transaction is already on the blockchain. There's nothing more to be done. The downside is, first, that you will have to find a miner and negotiate with him, build trust, and be willing to do that. And the second is that the transaction will not be that fast, because Bitcoin has a transaction more or less every 10 minutes, because each time it is a different miner who is finding the secret of the hash and managing to build the block. So when you make a transaction, your transaction will likely go to the next miner who finds the secret of the hash. When you're working with a specific miner, you'll have to wait for him to find the secret of the hash. So this can take anywhere from 10 minutes to 10 days. Depending on the hash power, on the size of the miner you're working with. Well, that's it for today, folks. Let's keep finding those wallets. Don't get discouraged. Our codes are going to improve more and more. Soon we're going to have more updates on BTC Go. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Leave a like to help me fight the evil forces of the YouTube algorithm, and see you next time.